and head to your right, the door on your right. You should run into her fairly quickly.
All right.
All right, we need to find we need to figure out what we're going to do here because we got to find these crates and we got a whole keep. We got a whole keep to search for these crates, and I don't even know where to begin looking. And we need to ask around about this Owain because we don't know what we're really getting into.
Well, we could always try to see if we could pay off somebody to tell us where's the mad shipments were coming from.
That's the plan. So let's find ourselves someplace where people are drinking, and I can go work my charms.
Indeed.
You should probably change out of them pink shoes then, just to get the wrong impression.
That ain't the style here.
All right, so we'll follow the directions the guy gave us to where we can go get something to drink, and then if we have time, I'll do my my streetwise and see if I can work around and see if I can ask what's the deal with Owain, and if I really hate to ask a question as specific as where can we find a pile of crates marked with a W.
We might not be able to ask a question that specific, but
I think what I'll do is I'll ask about. I think what I'll do is I'll ask if there's any warehouses that are especially guarded, like, and just try to find a way to phrase that a little less suspiciously.
Right back.
Okay. I'll give you guys time to get your thoughts together because...
Yeah, let me see, because I'm guessing if these crates are so important, they're heavily guarded. So if there's a warehouse, these things are kept, or even somewhere in the keep.
We're looking for MacGuffins. Can you guide us in the MacGuffins?
I'm just spitballing ideas here right now.
Was it confirmed that it was this particular ship bringing the shipments in?
Was what?
Well,
We don't-
obviously, I'd have thought that the guys shipping to Wes would have been doing it by boat anyway. Would it not be worth just having a walk around the dock, see if there's any clues?
It's an idea. I mean, we only know the destination. We know these were going to Wes, and so we don't know who was supplying them. That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah.
And so I guess we could ask around who's supplying Wes the Mad, although I think most people are assuming we are.
As you guys sort of wander around the docks, I'm not saying you guys are actually talking on the docks, but what I'm saying is, as you wander by the docks, you do notice that the guardsmen pull out whips and whip the drows into doing their work.
That may be an opening, actually.
Let's
how
get
many?
his
How many?
whipped.
How many? That's not even funny. How many guards are there on these guys? Like, is this like wide in the open? Are there people on the walls? Are there people marching around patrols?
This is just a wide open dock area. It's just basically it seems to be just added onto the keep, basic wood. There are two guardsmen you see on the right side here, two basically doors, very large doors. But you don't really notice anything else. I mean, this seems to be like this just seems to be one dock, and you can't really tell from the darkness of the night where any other.
I suddenly detach from the rest of the party, and I start walking up to the guards who are whipping the slaves.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Aye.
Who are these gentlemen?
Oh, these gentlemen. Well, these were debtors, and then, well, we helped them get out of the underworld. They couldn't pay their debt, so they work for us now.
Is that so?
That is.
I think they need to find a new line of work, and so do you. I'm intimidated.
Is that a suggestion or a threat?
That's a threat. Well, I'm doing an intimidate roll.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
19.
19. Different line of work, you say, huh? Well, if you've got an idea of
How about
where
this?
I can go.
How much exactly do these guys owe?
Oh, these guys. Well, they owe 15,000 gold.
I think they owe 50.
You think they owe 50?
I throw them a sack of gold. If you look the other way right now, and we'll call it even, right?
Well, I guess I could say somebody assaulted me. I didn't really get a clear look who.
He was a big black guy.
Entirely possible. And the guardsman sort of wanders away and has a chat with his other friends. This guardsman's busy down there.
Okay, I kneel down and start picking the manacles on the drow guy's legs.
All right, thievery check.
Yeah. 26.
The drows continue doing their work despite what you do. They don't even seem to notice you.
I slap the drow in the back of the head. I start speaking to him in drow.
As you slap it on the back of the head, your hand hits something, and it's not flesh. It seems to be metallic embedded in the back of their necks. You notice that it's one of the metal boxes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm back.
Okay, I need to do an Arcana check to see if I can identify if I can safely remove these things without killing them. I'm guessing I probably wouldn't even know that until I tried.
Well, I can see if I can do like a heal check and see if I would know how to do that.
Well, you'd best do that. I'm going to try Arcana, you try healing.
All right.
22.
Mine is going to be a 22 as well for heal.
You guys have never dealt with this before, so you'd actually have to try it.
Using our combined knowledge, so with his knowledge of like arcane and my knowledge of like the medical thing, would we have any idea where to start, or is this just try pulling and see what happens?
I'm going to try getting a knife. I'm going to try getting my knife underneath it and see if I can find out how it's attached, and if I can find that, remove it.
Okay, so you're gonna try to pry underneath the skin then to get to the box.
Yeah.
Okay. You try to. Okay, actually, yeah. Your Arcana's high enough. As you pry underneath the box, you notice some sparks come out. They're not electrical in nature. They definitely seem to be magical in nature. You don't know if you really should continue doing that though.
Okay.
The drow itself seems unaffected.
Where are you right now, Zod? Which one of the groups are you with? The north one, right?
Probably the southern group. Because that's probably the southern group.
I'm just going to move over to where you are, just to kind of.
Oh, you guys were working on the southern group?
Unless you thought the northern group.
Yeah, I thought you guys were doing that. That's why I moved the guard up there away.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. It's not like it matters. I mean,
no, but yeah.
I'd be like, well, this certainly complicates matters a bit. Like this whole thing's even more far-reaching than we anticipated.
As you guys work on them, you notice that the southern group wanders off.
Well, I don't know if we can do much about this right now.
All right. So just pulling on it didn't work. How are these things? Did I get any kind of good look at the box before when I pulled it out of the trunk? Like,
yeah, you notice that the box is flat, obviously on all sides, but there seems to be like connectors on the bottom of it. You don't really know what exactly they are. They're flat, but they definitely seem to be different colored than the steel color of the box itself, almost a gold color.
Are there any kind of controls on it or something like that? Because they have to be being controlled somehow, or
there's no direct controls on it. You know,
I guess I'm misinterpreting this like some kind of Frankenstein thing. I think it's just some kind of magical, like almost like a restraining bolt type thing to keep them subdued.
I mean, the only other option we could have is possibly hide them away somewhere. But I don't even know that's going to work.
Just give me 1 second. I need to think about this.
Sure.
I'm just keeping an eye on the rest of the guards and such. Just
Can I try a thievery check to see if I can disarm this thing somehow, or even somehow get inside the box?
Yeah, you can do a thievery check to see if you can get inside.
do you want me to help out with that? Or?
Yeah, that would be good.
You can't find a way in the box.
You force the box further
right.
inside of his neck.
Oh, nice thievery check. Jesus. You notice that there is a way inside the box, and as you open it up, more sparks fly out. You want to continue opening it?
I'm not sure. I look at Zod and try to.
Yeah, we'll have to do something. I mean,
all right, it's up to you, man.
Okay, I'll do it though. So if there's a jolt, I'll do it. So I'll push him aside and I'll open it.
Okay, so you open it up all the way, and a puff of smoke comes out of the box, and inside the box you notice. Let me get the notes real quick.
I hate to be
inside the box, you notice what appears to be a ritual sort of set in place, either magically held there, or you assume to be magically held there. You don't see anything else
Like a
Only
piece
there.
of paper or a rune
You
or
notice
something?
you notice a piece of paper on the bottom. You notice black powder sprinkled around in a certain pattern, and that's pretty much all you notice. You do though you think that this is in fact magical.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm
wait a
pretty
minute.
sure.
I whispered to it. Wait a minute. Black powder, just like the ones
Yeah.
the crate that we're supposed to be getting. Do you think those
This
crates
is a-
contain more of these?
Absolutely. I think this is a ritual circle.
Uh-huh.
It's a small one, but it's still a ritual circle nonetheless.
So that means Hawkeye is probably wanting us to get these things for him because he's using them as a part of a trafficking system.
Yeah. All right. So is this guy still working away? Even though we've
He's
opened
still
the box?
working away. Nothing really happened to him. He's not noticing anything.
Okay. I'm actually gonna reach in and pull the ritual out. I'm gonna if I have to break the circle, I'll just use my finger and break the circle,
Okay.
and I'll try to pull the paper out.
All right, you try to pull the paper out, and as you pull on it, you notice that the dust suddenly deforms, and the paper pulls out. The drow sort of gasps for a second, then falls down. Seems to be either unconscious or dead.
Okay. Check him. Is he dead?
You checked him, and he is in fact alive, although definitely unconscious.
All right.
We shouldn't be doing this out in public, but I don't know where else to do this.
No.
Let's
Drag
take him
him
back
to
to
the
the
boat.
ship. Let's take all 3 of these guys back to the ship.
Okay, you take them to the ship. The other 2 drow who are still under control, they don't really resist. That they just seem sort of confused that they're not working.
That's fine.
what
They
they're working
can be confused.
on. Okay.
All right.
We'll do this back on the ship. Let's do that. Let's do this 2 more times and see if we can. We'll try to make them a little more comfortable at least, so when they fall, they don't fall over and kill themselves hitting their head.
Right.
Okay. So you already know how to open it. Do you still want to do a check each time? Or are you just going to just break the spell? Or ritual, I should say.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a piece of paper out, and I'm gonna open up one of the boxes, and I'm gonna draw a picture of the way it looks. The way the powder is
where the powder is
organized
spread
in
out.
the general form of it. And so if I had to replicate it, I could. I'm not sure why I'd want to, but
Okay.
we'll see.
No problem.
All right.
All right. So you now have a piece of paper with the drawing of the ritual.
Yeah.
Let's call it the Wes ritual for now.
Okay. And
Because
Are all
this
these-
isn't exactly a D&D ritual, so
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm assuming the pieces of paper are virtually identical.
each paper is virtually identical. Yes.
Okay, so let's do that with all 3 of these guys.
Okay.
And,
you notice that the ritual is the same between all 3 of them. So
Okay.
if that means
Interesting.
anything to you.
Mhm.
And
All right,
the same thing happens. They sort of gasp for a second, then collapse unconscious.
I'm not sure if we did them a favor or not.
I'm not sure either. I guess if they are able to be willing to speak when they wake up, we might be able to get some more insight about the matter. But
Even
That's
so,
fair.
better dead than a slave. I know.
well, the question is, what if they start searching the ship while we're gone and they find these? Then, well, guess we'll have to deal with that when we come across it.
Yeah, we'll have to wait on that. Although I don't think they have much reason to search the ship. They got what they want.
True. If they want to take care of the ship or deal with supplies, we'll just tell them not to do that. The ship's not important. How well have these been, do you think?
How old are they?
How well are they? Do we need to be taking care of them for now actively, or can they just rest for now?
Well, I think we should let them rest for now. What I'll do is I'll write them a note in Drow, saying that there's a group of us who have freed them. They should stay on the ship and stay hidden if at all possible. And I will return to check up on them and see how well they're doing. But in the meantime, they should lay low. So that's all. What?
No. I'm just looking at someone in the chat saying it'd be awkward if royalty uses a black preacher voice.
Do you see why I said this was awkward before?
Yeah. Yes.
What are we talking about here now?
Nothing, Colonel.
You are perhaps mistaking the origin of this here voice.
Isn't that the best fried chicken you ever dated? Whoo!
Well, it was originally a foghorn leghorn to a certain degree, but then it evolved more into a
Well, that's what I said.
from True Blood, and then
Right.
from there we gave it to my sister's dog.
All right. Well, at the very least, we understand more about these devices than we did before, and 2, we can disable them if we need to. But
All right, you are.
I just don't know how much of this we're going to want to be doing around here while we're trying to fight. Because it's one thing. That crate probably contains more of these boxes. That's all I can think. That was